In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on July 19, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Red Sox versus Chicago Cubs. An interleague clash is set for Saturday, July 19th, with the Boston Red Sox facing off against the Chicago Cubs in what could be a tight battle between two teams pushing for playoff spots. The game kicks off at a time when both squads are looking to build some momentum after the All-Star break, and it'll test their pitching depth right away. People might lean toward the Cubs since they're playing at home, and Imanaga's got that buzz around him as a standout performer. But let's be real, the Red Sox have been on fire lately, tearing through opponents and looking like one of the top squads in the majors right now, while Bello's really starting to hit his stride and command the mound. In his most recent outings, Bello's given up just 12 hits and 5 runs across 20.1 innings, keeping things locked down. He's been consistent too, not letting in more than 3 earned runs in any of his last 10 starts, which shows he's dialed in. This one's shaping up to be an exciting tilt with a pair of solid teams and pitchers who are a cut above average going head-to-head. As our first pick for this matchup, the Boston Red Sox money line is our full game side pick. Sure, if the wind's howling out at the park, that could push things toward the over and lead to some big innings. But based on how these two arms are throwing right now, the under feels like the smarter play to keep the score in check. Imanaga's been lights out all season, dominating lineups and likely to keep Boston's bats quiet by mixing pitches and avoiding mistakes. At the same time, Bello's turned a corner with his recent stuff, pitching way sharper and helping clamp down on runs, so the under should hit as long as those gusts aren't carrying balls over the fence. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Yankees versus Atlanta Braves. The New York Yankees, sitting at 53-43, are gearing up to battle the Atlanta Braves, who are 42-53, in some interleague play over at Truist Park on Saturday evening for the second game in their 3-game set. It's a chance for New York to bounce back quick after a tough start to the series. With the action heating up in the second half of the season down in Atlanta, the Yankees just took a hit in the opener, but they've got the edge on the mound and are up against a guy who's fresh off a trade and mostly worked out of the pen. Their bats are firing on all cylinders right now, with the whole crew healthy and clicking. Even Giancarlo Stanton's chipping in with RBIs early in this series, and he's only suited up for about 20 games all year, which makes his impact that much bigger. The lineup's locked in, from Aaron Judge on down, ready to tee off on Joey Wentz, who's been a relief arm all season and just switched teams right before the break. Sure, the Braves scraped by with a win in Game 1, but don't count on that fourth-place squad in the NL East keeping it up. They're not built for sustained runs like that. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Yankees money line is our full game side pick. Jumping into how things have gone in July, both these lineups have been putting up numbers, with the Yankees averaging 6.25 runs across their 12 games this month, showing they've got the firepower to keep the scoreboard moving. The Braves aren't far behind, posting about 4.08 runs per game over their own 12 outings in July, which adds up to some potential for offense. New York kicked off the second half using an opener, which might wear down their bullpen right away and open the door for extra runs to cross the plate, tipping the scales toward a busier game overall. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Twins versus Colorado Rockies. The MLB betting scene is heating up again after the All-Star break, and Saturday's slate has some solid games on tap, like this interleague clash out at Coors Field up in Denver, Colorado. Both teams are shaking off the downtime, but the thin air there always makes things interesting for hitters and pitchers alike. The Twins shook off their rough patch in June and look sharp now. Way too much firepower for a Rockies team that's been stumbling all over the place. Minnesota's grabbed wins in 6 of the last 9 games against these guys, showing they've got the upper hand lately. The Rockies can't seem to get it together even with the home crowd behind them, posting a dismal 18-29 mark on the run line when playing at Coors. Their run differential sits at a brutal negative 142 in home games this year, easily the worst in the whole league, which says a lot about how things have gone wrong. Senzatella's taken a beating at home too, getting tagged with a 6.75 earned run average over 10 starts, and it hasn't let up. As our first pick for this matchup, the Minnesota Twins money line is our full game side pick. I'm figuring the Twins will jump all over Antonio Senzatella early, especially since he's coughed up 4 homers in his past 3 outings alone, leaving his pitches hanging a bit too much. Senzatella's sitting at 2-6 with that ugly 6.75 earned run average and a 1.72 WHIP when towing the rubber at home this season, covering 49.1 innings where he's just been vulnerable to big swings. Betting the total here gets complicated thanks to how the Twins' arms have been throwing, with some uncertainty in the rotation that could swing things. I heard Simeon Woods-Richards might start, and he's been on point recently, shutting down lineups left and right with sharp stuff. But if it's David Festa getting the ball instead, the Rockies could scratch across a couple early runs before he settles in, exploiting any rookie nerves. Either way, this is Coors Field we're talking about, where the ball carries forever and scores can pile up quick no matter who's pitching. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Milwaukee Brewers versus Los Angeles Dodgers. It's the middle game in this weekend series between 2 National League teams out in Los Angeles, where the Milwaukee Brewers are on the road facing the Los Angeles Dodgers on Saturday night. Both squads are coming off the All-Star break, looking to build some steam, and this matchup could come down to who handles the late innings better in that hitter-friendly park. I realize the Dodgers scraped together a few wins right before the break, and they're probably itching for payback after getting swept by the Brewers earlier this month when the teams clashed. Still, Milwaukee's on a roll right now, too hot to overlook, and they've been solid in supporting Quinn Priester during his recent turns on the mound, giving him the run support he needs to close out games. Glasnow threw a decent game last time against them, but the Dodgers relievers blew it late, letting things slip away, and I figure the Brewers hold the advantage when it comes to bullpen strength in the back half. It's tough to picture the Dodgers staying stuck in this slump forever, but at the moment, they're just not clicking, while Freddie Peralta's been sharp in most of his latest starts, commanding the ball and limiting damage. Sure, the Dodgers faced him not too long ago, but I see Peralta delivering another strong performance, helping the Brewers maintain their edge and keep rolling. As our first pick for this matchup, the Milwaukee Brewers money line is our full game side pick. The total stayed under in the opener of this series, keeping things quiet on the scoreboard. Across the 4 games these two have played this year, the under has hit 3 times, showing a pattern of tighter contests between them. Peralta's surrendered just 1 run over his past 2 outings, including a 5-inning shutout against these same Dodgers, and he'll likely keep it together again against an Los Angeles offense that's tops in the league for runs, but has cooled off lately, missing chances to cash in. Sheehan should hold his own too, having allowed only 1 run in each of his 3 starts so far, which bodes well for keeping the Brewers in check. The Dodgers have managed a measly 4 runs total in those 4 head-to-heads this season, pointing to more of the same restrained scoring. Expect another game where the bats stay mostly silent and the pitchers dictate a low-output night. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Houston Astros versus Seattle Mariners. The Houston Astros are rolling into T-Mobile Park on Saturday to square off against the Seattle Mariners, kicking off what could be a pivotal game in the AL West as both teams push through the second half. Sure, the Astros have hit a rough patch lately, but this game's lining up nicely for them to snap out of it and get things moving again. Lance McCullers Jr. has owned the Mariners in the past, posting a perfect 3-0 record with a solid 3.29 earned run average over his last 5 starts against them, showing he knows how to handle their bats. Yeah, his overall numbers this season have been up and down, but on the road, he's been steady, and that veteran savvy gives Houston a real leg up when it comes to pitching. Seattle's hitters have been all over the place, not finding any rhythm, so if McCullers stays ahead in counts and keeps runners off the bases, he can deliver a strong outing without much trouble. Plus, the Astros relievers are reliable, ready to lock it down if things get tight late. On the hitting side, the Astros pack way more punch than they've let on during this skid, and tonight might be when they unleash it fully against a young arm. Logan Evans has held his own at home, no doubt, but as a rookie, he might crack under pressure from Houston's stacked and hungry lineup that loves to attack early. Guys like Jose Altuve and Yordan Alvarez have stepped up in clutch moments plenty of times, able to flip the script with a single big hack. Watch for the Astros to pounce on any slip-ups right from the start, build an early cushion, and then lean on their pitchers to seal the deal. This feels like a prime spot for the AL West frontrunners to rebound hard. As our first pick for this matchup, the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. Lance McCullers Jr. has straight-up bossed the Mariners away from home, blending his fastball and changeup to stifle runs and turn games into low-scoring grinds, while newbie Logan Evans, solid as he's been in front of the home crowd, often runs up counts that kill off any chance for explosive frames. The bullpens on both sides can clamp down hard once the starters bow out, and neither set of bats has been cranking out runs like crazy recently. Figure on a crisp, back-and-forth duel where the pitchers call the shots, landing comfortably below 8 runs total. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.